the testing harness, everything that comes into place there, are you able to create a AI agent that tests different AI models? Is that something that's possible, or
Or
is that
that's the only way to do it, right? That's a great question because think about it. Sometimes when you're doing, forecasting and things like that, was it right? Was it wrong? You can know it's like a number, right? But when you're asking something to summarize a paragraph and was that right or wrong? That's maybe not necessarily an easy thing to answer. So what you end up doing is building what we call a golden record. And a golden record is basically, the question and what they call the true north answer. So that's like the ideal answer that you think of, right? And then what you have is the answer that your solution developed. So you can't go through manually and check all these because you want to do this at scale. So then we develop another process, another large language model evaluates the answer that the model came up with that true north answer, right? And it compares it a couple different ways. It can look at kind of fairness, there's all these different categories on how to kind of evaluate that answer, and you can build your custom evaluation criteria as well, right? So you then have these LLMs evaluate maybe multiple, right? Against all these different criteria that are important to you, right? So you basically you run your test and then you actually then run these AI analyses on the AI to kind of then get a score, right, against each of these. And what that then tells you is where your process is strong or weak, right? And or where it's brittle or robust or tough, right? So you kind of have to look at this back, and hit these different a lot of different questions, but it takes some effort to build that true north, what that kind of right answer is. And once you kind of do that, yeah, we 100% use Gen AI to help us evaluate, the process.